The Prince reveals why he took a break from music. Afro-pop singer, songwriter and CEO of JONZING WORLD, Charles Enebeli, professionally called D'Prince, in an interview with HIPTV has revealed the reasons behind his temporary withdrawal from music. He disclosed the long-standing aspiration to explore talent management since the early days of his musical journey. Upon establishing JONZING Records in 2019, he concurrently dedicated his efforts to developing Rema's musical career while creating his own songs. Eventually, he realized the challenge of effectively handling both talent management and music simultaneously, leading him to take a hiatus from music and focus on talent management.
Basically, I think that's like one of the frequently asked questions that I get, what's up, D'Prince, like, how far, you now have a record label, you don't foresee us, what's going on, basically. But then, it's just, if you want to do something, you have to, make sure you do it well, basically. So at the time that I was, the promise I made to myself, even way before I became an artist, was as long as I'm successful, once I'm out there, I'm going to share my platform, with as much people as I can share with, be you a producer, an artist, just whatever. I just wanted to share my platform, So at the time I decided to start the JONZING World, I was working on Rema already at that time. I was also recording my project that I was supposed to put out at that time. But then, just following, just seeing all the work that I had to put in, to make sure, that the people that I brought on to see their ship sail, you feel me? Trust me, it wasn't something I could juggle together at that time, basically. So it wasn't like I left, I left music as an artist, because I'm always in the studio. My office is a studio, basically. If you've seen people that have been to my office, I have a real office. I also have like a studio office, basically. I'm always in the studio, just audio managing, basically. So for me, I wouldn't say I left, but then that's a good question because, I also have a surprise coming this year.
The CEO of JONZING Records clarified that Rema is under the joint management of Mavin Records and JONZING World Records. He asserts that the demand from numerous record label owners vying for Rema underscores the necessity for the dual management in steering his career.
With Rema, like you see, what do you see when you go to the DSPs? It's signed to Mavin, it's also signed to JONZING World, basically. Like, JONZING World is my label, Mavin Records is Mavin Record, my label as well, because that's where I came from, basically. So, yeah, you could call it a joint, joint label / management operation going on there. So it's, Rema is not a small artist that, just one label. Trust me, if you know how many people have their hands on deck in terms of Rema, you understand why it takes, it takes a whole lot of people to come together to make things flow, basically. So it's not like, there shouldn't be any confusion. Basically, he was unveiled as a Mavin Records and a JONZING World artist, and that's what it is. JONZING World also doubled as his management company, so basically that's what it is.
D'Prince reveals that JONZING Records will soon introduce a fresh lineup of artists after the successes of Rema, Ruga, and Godzilla. D'Prince reveals that he also intends to return to the musical scene in 2024 as an artist.
This year is quite exciting. This year is quite exciting because we'll be unveiling the other, half of our talents we've been working on. And that's quite exciting for us because we've had that in the pipeline. Like we said, 2024, JONZING World is going to keep sharing this platform, with creatives. This year will be more spontaneous with what we do, and just let people really understand our platform. My platform is your platform. as long as, it's meant to be, it's going to be. So looking forward to 2024, we have, the new roster, we're celebrating Rema, Ruga, and all the success they've achieved. So new ones are coming in, so basically that's exciting. And as well, I will also be coming back to the game, so basically it's exciting for me. I'm looking forward. It's January, so this is the time to make all those, proclamations, so you know when you follow them up. So it's going to be an exciting year in terms of music and for the label as a whole. So basically,
big man things when I got my mother. Never you talk when I talk, no way.